Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my name is Ruth Nuttall. Now this morning I'm going to make lemon meringue pie. It's a great favourite of mine and the family all love it. Lauren, my granddaughter's come along to help and we're being filmed while we do it. But it's quite easy to make because I have baked the pastry beforehand. You could go to the supermarket and buy ready baked flanques, which I do frequently. I thought it might be cheating today. The lemon juice filling is quite quick and it cools. And when you've got the meringue on, you can just pop in the oven that you're using for cooking something else like roast beef or whatever you're having for dinner and just pop it in for 10 minutes and it's all finished. So it does help. People have said, I don't know how you make lemon meringue pie so quickly, Ruth. So it's practice actually, I've done it many a time. So we should get to lemon meringue pie around. Very well used. Lemon meringue pie is in my handwriting, but all the rest is my mother's. And as you see, I've used this page quite a lot with apple charlotte and Queen of Puddings. So this is, you know, getting on for 50 years old, this book.
How much are you trying to get off?
Oh, as much as possible. It's a very soft, thin lemon rind, this one. I use an old-fashioned glass squeezer. I've tried all sorts of other different ways of squeezing lemons. I eventually bought this from a jumble sale and it's the best I've had. I think it's a good idea now if I strain this, or we should get some little bits in the lemon filling, which doesn't look quite so pretty. It won't make any difference to the flavour. I'm sieving it into a measuring jug because I'm going to measure the juice and the water up to half a pint.
So how did you learn to cook? Did you learn to cook from
at
your
my
mother?
at my mother's apron string. Oh yes, absolutely. Right, now you see that's the hardest bit of the whole cooking. We've grated and we've squeezed the lemons and we've sieved the juice. And now we're going to make the liquid up to half a pint with cold water. So the cold water goes in the pan along with the grated lemon rind. So we can put the lemon juice on the gas to bring to the boil. Three spoons of cornflour. You could weigh it out and get 1.5 ounces, but 3 spoons seems to be alright. This is called water to mix. This again doesn't have a quantity, but you want your cornflour to go kind of solid. Right? It's boiling quite fast.
As you get more of your lemon shot.
Oh, come here because you want to see it change. It should. You see, it thickens in a lumpy way, but it's not gone completely set, so we're going to pour it back into the hot pan. Look how lumpy it is. Oh, look, you see it changing, can't you? Really thickening rapidly. Can you see how it's thickened? Has it changed colour?
Oh.
Still.
Yeah, it looks like
What
it's
will make it go really yellow is the next part when we put egg yolks in, but we haven't got there yet. We'll throw in our 4 ounces of sugar. And our knob of butter, which I've got ready, which is just happened to be the end of the container, which was useful.
Is this one of your secret parts of this recipe? Your famous knob of butter, Ruth?
I can't remember what it was. Did it go in? It goes in the jam.
This is your jam that's also on the website.
That's right. It goes in the blackcurrant jam when it's ready because it puts a greasy surface over the jam and
Why a knob of butter in here?
flavour, I should think. Crack the egg, hold it over a cup, make tip the egg so that the yolk nestles in the cracked egg. Move it from one cracked half to the other half, and make sure you put the right things in the right places. That's white of egg in there, yolk there. So crack it, hold it over the basin, tip the egg yolk from one half of the shell to the other. If you're nervous, do them all in separate cups, because you mustn't get any egg yolk in the egg white. If you do, you've got to start all over again. So we've got the egg yolks ready to pour into the lemon mixture. And whiz around very fast, because you don't want it to cook like scrambled egg before it's got thoroughly mixed in. So this is what makes it yellow, isn't it? Now you actually have to cook this a little bit, or else we have wet filling that Laurie and I have both experienced in our cookery time.
Oh dear.
This doesn't happen for very long. Just very quickly. Recipes will tell you to cool the mixture. Well, I'm impatient. I don't bother with any cooling. I just carry on cooking. It doesn't seem to have made any difference. I'm scraping out the hot cornflour, lemon and egg mix into the flan and smoothing it round, spreading it out evenly.
The beautiful yellow colour, it's all steaming, and we've got the lovely homemade pastry around the edge of the flan case. It looks fantastic.
Well, yes, you see, that wouldn't win a Women's Institute prize, because I've ever so slightly burned the edges of the pastry, and they would say, oh, this pastry is too well cooked. Oh dear, we haven't put the oven on. The oven needs to be hot. We'll put it to about 160. Probably recipes will say 180, but I always use mine a little lower than the recipes say, because it's a very hot oven. This whisk was part of my kitchen utensil wedding present list, and it's lasted me for 47.5 years. There is a knob come off the side, but it doesn't seem to mind. So is this going to be about 2 minutes worth of whisking, do you think?
How do you think it's going so far, Laurie?
Yeah, look, it's standing up into mountain peaks, isn't it?
Oh,
like
just tell me that again.
Standing up into mountain peaks, it looks like the Eiger. One heaped spoonful of caster sugar for each meringue. 2, 3, and fold it in. It's called gently fold it in so the peaks don't disappear too much.
Do you know what that means, Laurie? Folding in.
No, I've got no idea.
You put your spoon underneath, you lift the froth up and you turn it over. Now we put it on top of the meringue, the lemon mixture, excuse me, which has set, fortunately. And with a spatula just bring it to the edges of the pastry. You don't want the heat to touch the lemon or it would all melt again. Make it a bit uneven and rough, and then it'll have crispy parts. And we'll put it in the oven for 20 minutes and hope for the best. It should go a golden colour on top and be soft in the middle. Oh, there we are. Oh gosh, well, a little bit well done.
Would you be able to cook this recipe now, Laurie?
Hopefully.
Do you think it's helped?
Yeah, it's a lot better than mine, and now I know how to fold the stuff rather than just mix it.
Do you think we should get granddaughter to try it one?
No, not really.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
It's got a wow factor.
Oh, it has got a wow factor. It's delicious. What's it taste like?
Oh, I love the lemon part. It's really smooth and, well, lemony, as I say. Tangy.
Picturing me stuffing myself here.
The enjoyment.